I'm in Bishop, California. Been driving forever. Came down to meet my buddy, Super John Osborne, and we're gonna do the Northern California BDR. Whoa! That's pretty sweet. I've never seen that exactly. Oh, that's a big step. Mama. Hey, we rode for like, what, 15 minutes? And then we just got our camp set up. Yeah, I'm gonna make some dinner. Check it out. It is windy here, so I'm glad I have this thing. Got my new collapsible pot. I'm gonna make this, which I've never had before. Apparently it's amazing. And then I have leftover goodies. Look at all that. That's gonna go in the frying pan while that's cooking in the boot. Let's go. Good morning. I have some funny news. Well, here's my campsite. I'm as cold as I always am. And we're right next to the stream. The sun's coming up. There's Johnny's tent. So last night we saw these two raccoons walking across there. I'm like, you little buggers, we better secure everything down. And I get to my bike this morning and there's little muddy handprints everywhere. They're like pawing at this, pawing at that. They're up here. They were trying to get into everything. I have both of these. Oh, they almost got that one open, I tell you. This one I've undone. Look at Johnny's bike. Little muddy footprints everywhere. Those sneaky buggers. All right, let's get going. It, the official beginning of the Northern California BDR. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, I don't think we should have started any later. There was snow along the road on the way up. Looking forward to a great day.
What's our elevation here?
I think 9,500 feet.
Wow, we are so high up there. We're headed straight into one of the expert-only sections. We'll see how we fare. We're there. Huh. This is cool. We do have some ruts from rain. They're about the width of your tire. So, oh, Johnny. Johnny.
Get it over with.
What you doing?
I caught a rut.
I was just saying there's some ruts that are about tire width. Would you like a hand there? I was thinking, man, Johnny's moving pretty fast, considering what we're in.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's caught my camera. It's throwing me over the bike. Hang on. Something's hooked on me. Oh, that was funny. As Johnny was lifting, I was getting thrown over here because my camera got hooked on a strap. Huh. Yeah, here you go. Here's some of those nasty ruts with snow in the bottom, no less. We really got to take it easy. Even crossing those sometimes to get out of their way can be tricky at times. Nice and easy, Johnny. This would actually be potentially a little difficult coming up because of those ruts. You really want to be looking ahead and picking your line nicely. And if you get in one, don't fight it. Just look ahead, ride out of it when you can. Here's an interesting washout. This is a really nice trail. I'm not going to go fast, I got lots of weight. I'm extra wide and getting used to it. It's exactly what I want to be doing right now. Perfect. Okay, as we near the end of this expert only section, I'm going to give it a D3 for difficulty. Got a few tricky bits, very minor, like a low 3, just for any of you who are actually wondering how tough it is. Okay, we have the option of taking the road, no thanks, highway, or this other expert only section. Of course, it's not tough here, but I'll turn on the camera if it gets spicy. These adventure bikes, when they're fully loaded, they sure get into the movement, don't they, in these whipped out sections. Big roots. Okay, after all those whoops, we're going to try and add a little preload to my bike because it was tuned for not having this. So to make it easy, Johnny's going to lift up. Before you get started, I'm going to take my Enduro down there and watch. This is a little bolt I got to do. Right there. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm not going to try and film this. It's going to be pretty boring, right? Okay, I ended up doing 10 full cranks. Then went over to Johnny's bike and did 4 more. But his has a different suspension setup, so we'll just see how it goes. And check this out, I keep my Enduro super handy. That means I actually use it. Nice. I can already feel the difference. Like, it feels like the aspirin's up higher, which means I have more front tire pressure, which is not a bad thing if you're worried about tire washing out in corners. You don't want to have too much, of course. We'll see once we hit the next section of whoops how it feels, because it was really getting going. While I think of it, the rear suspension is so much better now. I like doing big adjustments when it's the preload, so I'm like, it's not like, do I notice is it better? Is it not? If I go too far, I can always back it off of it. I wish I'd done this on my test drive. That's what my test drive should have been all about. Get the preload set up. The bike is riding beautifully now. You old desert rat, you just flew through that sand.
I don't like sand.
I was in second gear. I'm like, this is my happy place. I'm fine.
I went in at 1 speed and it's like, I'm not changing my speed. I'm just going to stay here.
Just look at that.
Don't want to touch brakes, hand off the front brake, and just
Whew.
do that.
Oh, Johnny. I'll just do something different. I can't touch the ground. I'm alive. Those rocks are big and slippery. And it turned me sideways too. I put my foot down like there's no ground.
Oh, I know. I hit that and all of a sudden it shot me left. And it got deep. And I'm like, crap. Don't
Wow.
stop now.
Well, there's the river crossing. We got that one over with.
Yep. Upright. My foot's a little wet, but that's okay.
Whew, my heart's pumping. Just imagine how awful it'd be to go down in that. Ugh. Wow. It's the beginning of section 2. We stopped in Bridgeport. We got our fuel, food, water, did a whole pile of slab to get right here onto the dirt, and we're gonna get into some spicy stuff, right, Johnny?
Spicy.
Spicy. Look, it's gonna get spicy. We're gonna go all the way out there, and we're gonna turn right to the lake. We're gonna go to the top of Mount Patterson, and then double back, go north, 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 north on spicy. Let's see how it goes. So pretty. I gotta take a picture. I'm in that Moto app. This will share a picture with my friends. Geotagged. What? Exactly where I am, where I took it. Awesome. Game on. Everybody down. Let's go. Officially above the trees now. Holy, that wind is pushing me. What? Remember, once you get to the top, you just turn around, come right back down.
Looks like a lot of snow.
Yeah, someone's already broken through it. Want me to lead for a bit? Okay, come down to your line. want to get hurt up here. I see why they stopped here and they turned around. It's not worth the risk. It's just not worth it. This is incredible. Time for a snow cone, then let's go. Oh, we made it so close. So close. Making smart decisions. Yeah. All right. Hard part's done. Oh, yeah. Let's pause for a picture. Turn around. Get going, I mean. Well, that escalated quickly. It went from oh yeah to oh no, I'm out.
Just solid snow.
Yeah, or you had to ride the really dicey line like up on the ridge here.
Oh, yeah.
Just super loose, and if you go off, you're in trouble.
Rolling.
Good job. We made it as far as you should have made it. I think I should just record the whole descent and let some epic music play, because that's what it sounds like in my head. All right, let's do it. Highly recommend that section. 5 stars. Time for a little stretch. Let's do a bike walk around. So, I have quite a selection of luggage, and this is my favorite setup for BDRs if I'm camping. Moscow 80s, extra 3 liters of water between the two, whatever they're called. Tiny little tank bag, because I need to be able to get up over the front of this bike. Zigzag bag, and this killer backpack, which I love because it's got a big mesh back, lots of room in the back for my jacket and gloves, and there he is. There's Johnny. Did you have a nice descent?
It was nice. Yes,
Aww.
nice and uneventful.
And we have that river crossing with the fish scrambling coming
Yes.
up.
Fish
I mean,
scrambling.
Johnny went through it. He's like, the fish were just scrambling as he came around the corner. Let's check it out. Here, fishy, fishy. Yeah, there's a few fish there. Oh, he's put in neutral. Brilliant. All right, we're back on the expert-only route, not the summit anymore. And apparently we have a remote, long, sandy, ugly section coming up. It's 3:40 in the afternoon. We've got a few hours. It'll be fine. It is pitch black here by 7 p.m. these days. Right now we're on top of a pin that says caution, long duration, remote, rocky, deep sand. in 41.6 meters. Right there. All right. Okay, it's a little rocky, but so far no big deal. A little patch of sand like this. Come on, bring it on. Certainly is stunning up here, isn't it? So lucky to get out and be able to see places like this. Well, it's been rocky for a while. You got that part right. It's just really sustained. So if you're not used to this type of riding, you can't just kind of grin and bear it for a couple minutes. There's a fair bit. Good on you for warning everybody. That is it. The expert section's over. We have no idea what's ahead other than this little bit of slab. That was the most ridiculous and fun road I think I may have ever been on. And we're frozen and it's getting late. We have no campground and we don't know what the town's like, so we just kind of geared up and now we're going to carry on. Ooh, so chilly. We drove and we drove, we searched, and we finally found a hotel room. They actually said they were fully booked and we went in to beg, actually just for instructions. But now, as it happens, all the restaurants are closed, so look what we're doing. I'm about to whip up a mess of hot water so I can have some pasta pesto. Adventure! Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's day 2. We're going to start section 3. You have to do section 3 and 4, maybe even more today. There are no expert-only sections on it, so we're just going to grip it and rip it. Everything's holding up really well. Check it out. Nice. Okay, let's go. You know what, Johnny? It was actually even colder at the beginning of that ride than it was last night going down. It was 9 degrees. They're just warming up now, though. So we did the ride from wherever that is to wherever that is last night in the dark. It sucked. We were freezing cold. Because we couldn't get a room. Everything shut down. Tourist season's over. This is definitely the end of the northern BDR time of year. But look at this view. Wow. That's nice. I think we're gonna have a great day. And I lied, but there is one expert only section. That little section of road was bloody gorgeous. Look, now we're turning off onto an expert only. Alright, it's finally getting warm out.
Yay.
Yay. This is pretty cool in here, I gotta admit it. That section reminded me a lot of a route we have in Canada called the Kootenay CDR, Canadian Dual Sport Route. There are 2 CDRs, the Kootenay one and the Okanagan one. We have a big long section just like that. It's awesome. Okay, time to take off all the extra cold weather gear. This location has another bonus. I think it's time, if you know what I mean. I'm Johnny. There's the toilet paper. Can you help a brother out? Okay, awesome. Thanks, man. Whew. Okay, on the road again. Ooh, look at this. Wow! That's amazing. Time for a picture. Picture time. Holy cow, this is gorgeous here. I don't understand that road section one bit. That was super long, at times less than a lane in width. Why are we allowed on there? Why was nobody else on there? It's just crazy. It's pretty chilly today. I just finished putting my jacket back on. This is the way to dress. It's cold. Okay, it's midday, day 2. Ready to start section 4. Hey Johnny? Alright, we're going in this place. That's nice. Back in the dirt, baby. Well, we've hit the tarmac again. It looks like we have about 20 miles or 30 kilometers until Truckies, I think is the name of the town. We're gonna get another hotel room, have a hot meal. Camping in this cold weather, kind of for the birds. We're really high up once again. If you want to stay warm, do another double tomorrow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the morning of day 3. We're going to do sections 5 and 6 hopefully today. They're both huge sections, monsters. So we're going to give it our best go. We stayed in a hotel last night at Best Western because, damn, it's cold. When we woke up this morning, it was 3 degrees. That's no fun for camping, right? Agreed. Okay, let's boogie. Here we are at a harder section and a little out and back. I think just to maintain our integrity, we should do it.
Okay.
It's 4 degrees.
It's cold.
It's the coldest it's been on this trip.
I know, it keeps dropping.
My bike said in the yellow, it said, caution, roads may be icy. I'm like, oh God, that's just what we need. All right, so remember our tires are extra hard, ground's extra hard, slippery. Oh, adventure! We were going through a bunch of the chonk, which was actually really quite chonky. What do you think, Johnny? Was that the hardest part we've done yet?
That was probably the most difficult section.
Most difficult. I'll catch some footage on the way down. And it's bloody cold, so the battery died, hands froze, and warmed them up, put a new battery in. Let's finish this climb off. The app that I keep looking down to is that Moto app. It's something developed by the company that I'm part owner of. And it was because we became frustrated with all the other apps and their lack of, I don't know, features to follow lines, like exactly what we're doing here. File management, make a line fat, choose my path through a network. That Moto app's free. TMA Mobile is for your phone. TMA Web is for your web browser. I'm recording every one of my rides and sharing them back to my buddies who can see where I went, my elevation profiles, where I took each picture. And then sometimes I grab a share link and I share that to Facebook. So non-TMA members can see what I'm up to. Yeah, baby. This is great. Every now and then you just go wham and get thrown off course. So this is a high 3 at its worst. Especially when the rocks are loose and they throw you around. Most of these are pretty embedded. These big bikes, meaning the twins, once you get going in this stuff, if you can just keep your momentum, you're totally fine. They're great. I wouldn't want to be in a buzzy little 350, 450, 500, even my 690 on this BDR. This is the perfect bike for it. This BMW, Tenere, any of those bikes. All luggage really well, pleasant on the highway, and remarkably capable off-road. Cool, man. We're there. Ah! Wildlife. Hey, nice. This is great. This is probably the chonkiest section here. Sweet. So yes, this is a difficult 3, and it's pretty sustained. So it's not like you just have, oh, it's just 100 meters or whatever. No, it's 500 meters, maybe more. So if you're gonna do this, you got to be able to ride a 3 properly. And in all honesty, I do have a BMW GS 1250 GSA, the huge tank. Yeah, it's kind of just getting outside of its element and that stuff. It can do it, but as soon as you hit a 4, it just falls flat on its face. At least I do on that bike. Too much bike, not enough suspension, and it's how the suspension works in a fundamentally different way, which is a really interesting thing to learn about in itself. The telelever suspension. Awesome up to a point, and then not so much. Now that's fire smart. A lot of work goes into that. So far this section, section 5, has been the most off-roady section. Certainly my favorite so far. I really enjoyed the summit earlier, and all these trails back here have been great. This is what I signed up for. Alright, we stopped in Downeyville after that awesome descent. Check it out. We met TJ from Ride Dirt 101. Some of his homies on their sharp looking bikes here. Alright. You guys have fun, right?
Yeah. Good meeting you.
Boom! Alright. See you guys. Look at the Moscow everywhere you look. Poor Pete, he's gonna starve without us, eh?
Yeah, he will.
Oh my. When we were with those guys right after I turned off the camera, they said, "Hey, are you the Dirt Chimps?" One of the guys actually recognized us. Anytime that happens, I'm just amazed. And I love it too. I admit it. And Johnny's one of the Dirt Chimps too. Super John Osborne. That's right. That is right. We are the Dirt Chimps, and we still suck. Hey, you go first. Not only is Section 5 the coolest, this is the coolest part of Section 5. This is great. Such unique features. That's like jumping your fully loaded 890 while going up a hill. Come back to finish Northern California BDR, which will probably be next summer, right after we do Colorado. I want to do Section 5 again. And I want my buddy Stinky to be here. The other sections we can leave. They're not as special as this. Woo. Give him a little thrill. Woo. Got it! What's that bike? Was that the coolest bit of trail ever, or what?
That was awesome.
Oh, is this thing on? Is this thing on? It's on. Wow, so this is the parking lot. We've been advised by the BDR booklet to not continue on the trail past here. Not in a motorcycle. Whew, my arms are bagged. That was hardcore. We're gonna take a quick look around. I just have to look at this sign because it's making my brain hurt. So no campfires, and
It's snowing, Scott.
none of the bigger versions, the bonfires. And it's snowing. It has begun, folks. How's the view?
Pretty amazing.
The pano.
Wait,
Look,
do you
peoples.
read the, like, ripples on the lake? It says go to
All right. That was awesome. And it's snowing, I can't believe it. Well, Johnny, it's kind of snowing. It's going to turn into rain as we go down. Let's
Yes.
see what happens.
I guess we'll get down, get some service, and then figure out what plan B is.
Plan B. Okay. What? That hurts. There's little needles in my face. Did you bring windshield wipers? I have to keep rinsing the screen and then my glasses so I can see. Oh my. I just discovered I'm in photo mode for a bit, so I don't know what I would have missed video-wise, but it's snowing like crazy up top. It's raining down here. 3 degrees. Trying to get off the mountain before it freezes. Heading to Reno. Making a plan from there. Probably just get back to the truck and go somewhere a lot warmer.